So let me start back from. I came up with a story that really interesting. I'm recording it now. That it tells paints a good story of how we should actually be looking at life, our life, and how we're supposed to see it, how we're supposed to what'll help it. This will help. This will help you in your life. Now, okay, here it is. Here's the big what's the script? Is that the movie is about the character, right? And it's like more layers than that. But the character or the actor plays the character. And the movie's like a movie within in the movie, that's his reality. That's him in real life. Okay. And then from without the movie, the reality of that's him as an actor playing this guy, but they're two different. And the one who's the character doesn't know that. And part of his thing is he's fucking up. He's making mistakes, right? He's hard on himself. He thinks about it. He looks back and he's I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to make that mistake again. I'm not going to keep making that mistake again. Oh, no, not that. No. And then he does it again and again and again forever. Well, maybe not forever, but he keeps making it, as much as he wants to stop making these mistakes. They keep making him looking at him I'm making these mistakes and I want to stop. And he's I'm going to stop now. He keeps messing his mind up and stuff. When you make mistakes, he's oh, and he's not looking at that. He's looking at it I'm making a mistake and I can't stop. Okay, now the actor is the guy playing the character in the movie, right? So the actor knows, the actor's making all these mistakes on purpose, right? That's how it is with this movie, with this character. So he's the actor, he's making all these mistakes on purpose, But the character who's being puppeted by the actor on a different dimension isn't making, because he's the character in the movie. This actor is pretending he's making mistakes. But the character actually is making the mistakes. Okay, so let's see what happens. So where does it go from there? Okay, so eventually, the guy's getting tired, or the character is getting sick of fucking he can't stop, he can't control that he's fucking up, he can't control these mistakes he's making. And eventually he tries and he can't. Okay, I'm not going to do that again. It just keeps happening in his head, which causes him to make the mistake, which he calls a mistake, even if it's just anything through speech, and he doesn't very confidently, or he misses the mark, or he that, or whatever, and other things he does, whatever. It's a pattern with him. Okay, so that, as he gets older, maybe gets a little bit better, kind of, whatever, he gets some tricks, and so that's the thing, he gets tricked, and that helps him get a little bit better, but he still, can't escape the fucking, this mental trap, this mind trap, that he just gets stuck in, he gets caught up in. Okay, so eventually he kind of starts to think of it in his head, what if God exists? What if it's because I keep thinking that I can make this, I can change this, I can stop this, I'm not going to let it happen this time. And that's his plan. And he doesn't think that there's a God, so his plan is, he's planning, since he doesn't think it's God's plan, you have to get yourself to think of it that way, because it's a supernatural way of thinking. The natural way, what you start out with is that it's God's, that it's not God's plan, you know what I mean? Because he doesn't know that there's a God. So therefore, it's his plan, right? So therefore, it must be his own plan. And so he's planning things, he's using his own, and he's doing what goes along with you develop, and then you start to plan, you're doing, and you think you're doing it all. You think that it's all about you, all you, and that's it. So you think you're doing it all. and he's like doing so much, you know, for what you do, but shit's going wrong, it's all falling apart. So what happened, so shit just keeps going wrong. It's just like, even if the success he has, it's just like, whatever it is, it's like messing with him so much where it's like driving him, it's like making him miserable, because he can't just like can't like get along very good. Maybe he doesn't, I think he's like, this guy's like single or something. He can't really get a woman, because a lot of times people don't have, like, people are kind of not having this guy's like problems where it's just messing with them. I don't know. Maybe everybody does. Anyways, so sorry. What happened? So he just gets to the part where point in his life where he's just like, fuck. He's done all he could to like plan and do and try and, you know, trial and error for years. It's so long, and he just can't stop. He's like, I guess he thinks he'll just like be stuck like this forever. He's like, God, why? And he doesn't really know there's a God or not. He's like, fuck, like, you know, what the fuck? What can I fucking do? And one day he's just like having a shit day, and he just finally decides, God damn it, I fucked myself up. He finally decides, you know what? Fuck it, I give up. Fucking quit. I give up. It's done. I'm over it. I'm not gonna, you know, fuck that. I'm fucking make, you know what? I didn't make a mistake. Like, rationally. Like, he's like forced to like see it as like he's making all his mistakes, right? But this time, he's just like irrationally, just like, you know, fuck this. I didn't make a mistake. I didn't make that mistake. That mistake was made for me, which makes him like think about it, like, whoa, you know, like, what if, because he's heard it said like, this is God's plan, not yours, right? Like, so let go and let God, and stop expecting things to go like such a way, and every little thing in his head that didn't go perfectly right was like this catastrophe, like, because it, you know, it like throws him off even just a little bit, and he's like, oh, you know, throws him around, messes with him real quick, quickly, you know, and as soon as it does that first little trip, it triggers that first one. Then like every single thing he does, it goes pretty good for a while, but then he triggers that one thing, and then it's just like all off from there. It's like, in his head, and he fucking goes crazy, kind of like through it until he gets like out of it, and like, you know, kind of can mess with your mind, you can imagine. It can mess you up because you think everything's your plan, so you're planning everything. Everything you have set, you want it to go just perfect. You want everything to go just perfect, and you just get too like hyper focused on that, and like intense, and like, you know, and that's like all part of the plan. It's like works out that way, you know what I mean? Like that's what will happen if you try to do it that way. Just get too, you know, too tense, too like focused on it not fucking going wrong. That all you can think about is it not going wrong. You can't think about it going right, kind of. Anyway, so you shouldn't even think about anything. I don't know, but yeah. So you know, what was I just saying? Oh, fuck, I lost my train of thought. Damn it! But that was an accident, right? It's kind of like, well, this will remind me of that. So that wasn't my mistake. It was just bound to happen to me right then and there, because this isn't my plan, because it wasn't my plan. See, that wasn't my plan. It just happened. And it's not my plan. None of it is. Okay. So that's okay. So, okay, couldn't have been a mistake. How could I make a mistake when it wasn't even my plan in the first place? So it must have been what I wanted to do. Or not me, but it must have been whoever, must have been what we wanted. Like, if this was a movie, this would be like that was the take. That was it. That's what the movie's about. You see? Like most movies, like, cut. Oh, God dang it, cut, take two, you know, and then they have to get that perfect one, right? Well, this movie would be about Well, it'd be like about, it would be the opposite. It'd be like, this movie is just like about like the guy, shit, I'm losing it. Hold on a second. Yeah, this one's about those takes. It's like, see, that wasn't, like, this was a movie, like, that wasn't perfect. That wouldn't go in a that usually wouldn't go in a normal movie. So, because that was a mistake, that wasn't the mistake for this movie, that was the take for this movie. Okay, so now, because that's what the movie's about. It's about this guy who's making these mistakes and he can't help it. He's not doing it. It's like, okay, the actor like represents God. Like, God's there the whole time. The character represents, ow, fucking bite my tongue, yay. The character, represents you or me, and you don't like understand, and you're left to your own devices to figure out what the fuck is like. Why can't you stop making the same little stupid mistake that you don't even know why the fuck you make it? Like, it doesn't make sense. You're trying not to, and it takes you so long to like for it to dawn on you that it's because it's not your movie. I mean, it's not it's not you. It's not your choice. You don't have a choice of whether you're going to make a mistake or not. And when you make a mistake, perfectly timed, it's just a matter of how much you're willing to go through that, until you're like, and think of it that way and feel that way and want to try to not make the mistake, you know what I mean? Because it always affects you no matter what. You can't just you can't escape it. You can't just go, I don't, it's okay, I'll just make the mistake and I don't care. Because it has an effect on you no matter what. It just doesn't feel good because doing the right thing feels good. And so the absence of that or the opposite would be not feeling good. So that just by letting yourself and not caring or trying, it's not going to stop it. It's going to keep making mistakes and it's going to hurt no matter what. So there's no answer, it seems like. Until he finally goes, wait a minute. Well, okay. What is it? Just keep losing my train of thought. See, so right now, if I'm the character, why did I just make that mistake? Okay, well, because the actor who plays me, God, and me, the character who God's playing, me, well, that happened for a reason. That happened on purpose. And why? Because it would happen to me, right? Because it would happen. Because it would happen, as in, if that would happen, then that will happen. It should happen. It would happen. It should happen. Why? Because it's doing something. I can't go through it forever. I can't do the same thing and hurt myself the same way forever. That one way, eventually I'm gonna fucking do something. Something's gotta do. Anything. I'll fucking get creative, you know what I mean? I'll get fucking magical. I'm not magical, but I'll get creative. That might get me magical, but anyway, this wasn't about being magical, but I'm gonna get creative. I'm gonna get creative because you're you can't go through that forever. At some point you're gonna do anything, freak the fuck out, and you'll just shoot out whatever end you can get out, kind of thing. But that shows you how to. So it's like God, the actor, is developing the character, you, by causing you to mess up and causing you to make mistakes, causing you to fuck up, causing you to feel all the way you feel, to go because you're not, you gotta do something about it, and that's ain't it, nope, that ain't it, nope. And then you come to a point to where you're you have to realize, or the character has to realize that there's a God, and it's the actor who's playing him, right here, but it's still him, but it's a parallel paradox or something. The actor's playing. God the actor is just playing this character that is you or me. All right, and so you are you're separate from him. He knows the plot. He knows everything about how the movie's gonna fucking end from when it starts. He knows the whole fucking movie. Okay, right? So he knows how it's all going to go down. Now, he's not mad at all about any of it because, because it's not real for him. He's doing this to you. He's like, well, I'm doing it for your own good. So, but he's like one with, he's in, you see what I mean? So the actor, or let's say the character, which is you, he's like making all this stuff happen to you. Everything that you do, everything you think you're thinking, he's thinking you're thinking, or like making you think, or whatever. Maybe, or not maybe. To some extent, I don't really know. I'm just a character too. I'm not God. But the character. Okay, to some extent, the character. At some point, the character starts to have to. That's what the movie's about. He has to figure out that he's not doing this to himself. He's not doing it. He can't control it. He's tried. Now he's left with like, okay, I'm tired. I'm done with this. His will is done. He's like, I'm done. No, it's not fucking. No, fuck this. He's like irrationally like, I didn't do that. He's like finally time. Like he's finally done. He's finally like, I've tried. I don't know fucking what to do. I don't know. I give up, dude, because I cannot keep. I'm not even. The one thing he finally comes down to doing is not taking blame or responsibility for what happened, and he doesn't think that's gonna work, But of course, that turns out to be the last thing, and it shows his love because like the one thing he thought that if there's God, that's not gonna be it. That ain't gonna be it. That's too easy. Like God's gonna, but it's such a relief too. That it's like, and you do it out of anger or something like, "Fuck this! I don't give a shit. I didn't do it. I didn't do nothing wrong," kind of thing, right? I didn't fucking do it. That was done to me, and you're damn fucking don't know how right you are. So that's when it hits him and realizes, or whatever. Maybe he like gets a relief from saying that, and then he starts to realize that bingo, buddy, you got it. And what is it? That you're not doing this shit, any of it. Probably the speech. If this is that movie right now, this isn't me doing it. This is God. See, this is God speaking. This is God, the actor, saying all this shit right now. That's not me at all. The character, which is me, is now saying it all. But this is the part where after that part we just talked about, the character has figured this out. Okay, the character's figured this out, and he's gotten to that part, and now he's guessed it right. He's got it right. Well, guessed it or was prodded towards it. But see how he was one with God. So he had to go through the experience himself. He was going through. God was controlling everything, making everything happen. But God was like, he was there, and he didn't know that. And God was making him experience all this shit so that he would learn everything. Learn all the things, what God knows. Right? Okay, this makes sense so far. So now you learn everything that he wants you to learn. All right, and then because it's like you're watching the movie, kind of, right? It's like you're watching the movie, except for you have to like feel it and be in it and everything. You are the character, but you still don't realize that you're just watching it until this happens, because like now you have like understood and like figured it out. But now you're looking at it the right way, the real right way, which is the last thing you thought you were going to see. Expect it to be. But you're looking at it right now. See, now you're looking at it the right way. Okay, so and now it's like, whoa, okay, this is paying off. It's benefiting like really quickly, so it must be the fucking right thing. It's like no way would I have ever expected it to really be like that. So it's like this. So what is it like? It's So you're not. Let's see. So you're not doing it. You're not doing it. You're not in charge, you're not in control, you're not doing anything. The sooner you realize that, the better. The sooner you realize that, the better, because then you can see that you don't have to do anything. You just have to trust God. And that's what's been going on this whole time. But you can work on it, but it's not really easy at first, but you have to train yourself to trust God. Trust all the time. trust. Okay? Because he's doing this to you all along anyways, right? The whole time. Now you just get to know it. Right? Which is great because there's a lot more than you used to have. And so now he's saying all this shit through you. Because you figured it out. You're with it now. So now you're one with God and he's talking through you. See that? That's what happened. And you know everything now. That was the only thing you didn't know. And then you figured now you know, and you figured it out, now it's fucking done. If you still make mistakes, so what? You needed to make a little mistake right there. Fucking at least you know what happened. And then you know that you don't make mistakes, that you just you learn, you know? You don't make mistakes, shit just happens. And you don't take it like that. You know what you learned? Not to take it like a mistake. Oh, yes? Cool. Not to take it like a mistake. Don't beat yourself up. There's no reason. You're looking at it wrong. You got it wrong. Oh, I wish, dude. Oh, let me see. Yeah, he needs a ride to the thing. Yeah, I'll be right back though. All right.